We all know it is not possible to roll back time or undo or change bad decisions we made in the past. However, using meditation, we can change the way we feel about the bad decisions we made in the past so that they will stop tormenting us here in the present. We all carry a lot of baggage from the past, such things as maybe a broken heart, hurt feelings, or bad memories of friends or loved ones that have lied, cheated or betrayed us, events that may have brought us pain, or we may torment ourselves over opportunities we may have missed out on or even wrong choices we made in our lives. We absolutely cannot allow ourselves to let things in the past we cannot change take over our present lives. Meditation is simply collecting our thoughts in a relaxing atmosphere. If you take the time to learn how to heal your past, it will enable you to be happy in the present. You may ask, how can you heal the past? You can look at past situations you cannot change in brighter light with a new understanding of the events in the past that have hurt you. When you're by yourself in a quiet place, start your meditation. Think about how whatever may have happened to you in the past may even be a benefit to you. You know how bad you felt when something or somebody said or did something to you that you felt that you had no purpose in life or was not good enough to associate with others. Meditating about how those things in the past made you feel helps you to understand how others who are now in the same situation you were in then feel about themselves. You know how they feel, so you maybe can tell them your experience back then and how you turned it around and made a life for yourself. So many of us just need someone to take the time to just say hello or a nice day, isn't it? Just a kind word to someone who has had a bad day can make all the difference in the world. My dear sweet mother told me all the time that you can kill more flies with honey. Meditation can make you feel so much more positive and give you a different outlook on life in general. It is something very positive you can do to help yourself. What she meant was, if you have been around someone that wasn't pleasant or had a bad attitude, don't act like that person does. Instead, just turn the other cheek and it may rub off on the person who has a bad attitude. Meditation could be the key to this happening. So you see, meditation can be used to turn bad situations into something good, or even good situations into something great. Shining the light of the new understanding of those events that happened in the past will help you have a feeling of acceptance, peace, and happiness. Different forms of meditation. There are no special tricks to meditating, no special posture or breathing rhythm is required. Once you have gotten the knack of it, you can meditate anywhere during any activity. Some readers have succeeded in reaching this altered state of consciousness while reading about my sand meditation. Perhaps you too may realize this transformational state of consciousness as you read on. Sometimes meditation opens a door into the mysteries of creation. If we allow ourselves to pass through this door, there is no telling what we may encounter on the other side. Do not become discouraged if you have tried to meditate in the past and not gotten any remarkable results. Meditation is a mystical process, and it may take a while to learn how to quiet your mind and open yourself to all the present moment has to offer you. My meditation began while sitting on a beach. My hands were sandy. I rubbed my thumb and forefinger together, feeling the grains of sand between them slipping away until only a single grain of sand remained. I could feel the shape of the grain of sand distinctly as I rolled it back and forth between my thumb and forefinger. The longer I rolled the grain of sand about, the more defined my awareness of the grain of sand became. The more detailed my experience of the grain of sand became, the larger it appeared to be. While I could clearly feel the tiny grain of sand trapped between my thumb and finger roll about across the grooves and ridges of my fingerprints, the grain of sand appeared to be growing larger and larger as I contemplated it. The grain of sand continued to grow, encompassing the beach and then the world. Before long, the grain of sand had grown to infinite size, and it now encompassed all of creation, yet I still held the tiny grain of sand between my thumb and forefinger, rolling it about across the grooves and ridges of my fingerprints. The tiny grain of sand was intimately connected to every part of creation, and all of creation existed within it, even as it existed within my grasp. I communed with the grain of sand, aware of its infinite connectedness to everything else. Through the medium of the grain of sand, I became aware of my own infinite connectedness with all of creation. The sand spoke to me of eternity. It told me tales about creation and the infinite nature of our existence in creation. From the grain of sand, I learned that every tiniest part of creation is a living being experiencing creation and sharing in the process whereby creation makes everything manifest. My meditation with a grain of sand always produced a feeling of intense bliss. It was an eternal meditation that transcended the time and place where it began to continue throughout all of creation. From time to time I would return to this meditation, engrossed by the wisdom and experience of a single tiny grain of sand.